first of all, we live on the ocean, so we need to have local fish on our menus. There's other species out there that it's not feasible for those guys to go out and fish for, like these certain varieties of jack and rudder fish and things like that, because it costs more money in fuel than it does in the haul. And I would say to Mark, I said, you know what, Mark, the only reason why the triggerfish is cheaper than the grouper and snapper is because of the marketing. And I would say, Mark, go ahead and charge me what you need to charge me for the triggerfish, because at the end of the day, the food, it's just as good to me. You know, we're a relatively high-profile restaurant, so if we start buying something, then Mark can go ahead and tell his other customers that we're buying it, and they would say, well, if it's good enough for Mike, then it's got to be pretty good. Let me buy 50 pounds of it.
Banded rudderfish is a species that I sort of kind of introduced, to the community about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, and it's really crazy because this fish is a super clean fish. It yields a lot out of the fish. There's a lot of meat there when you go and you cut the product. Getting into the chef's right hands, was important, and so we've got some good guys here in this town, and so we're going to go and do some banded rudderfish here on the first course. This event sort of kind of came about when we started talking about different species that weren't utilized in the fishery that we had that were available, and trying to go and get folks to embrace it. A lot of folks don't, sort of kind of see fish that are not as desired as the snapper grouper as good tasting fish. I think that the chefs understand that as long as the product is in its freshest state, that they can do amazing things with it. These guys have been able to go and help me go and make my business just go skyrocket. I mean, we have not done any kind of advertising whatsoever, and like I say, I get 5 or 10 people every day wanting to go and sort of get on board and go and get fresh local seafood.
If it wasn't for folks like you giving us, the restaurateurs, the product, we wouldn't be as successful as we are in this industry. So Mark, truly, both you and your wife, thank you so very much.
I mean, without fish, we don't have a restaurant, so we really need to make sure we use sustainable fish. We need to make sure we can use our local fish, and then that kind of dinner shows that we can, how much support we can link to a local fisherman. So hopefully, people understand that the only fish in the water is not just grouper.